Welcome to the First Spiritualist Church of Alabama. And the website will be linked to somewhere in the description or wherever you're watching this. You may be on the website now. Water makes up, well, they say 2/3 of the body, 60-75% of our human body. It makes up 2/3 of the planet, something like that. You can go longer without food by a month than you can without water. Within 3 days of going without water, you become dehydrated. Your life is at crucial risk in just a short time. We depend on water heavily. Water is a universal solvent. Dehydration, what happens there is terrible to the body. So we're always encouraged to drink water. And a lot of people nowadays, it's just easier to, I enjoy my coffee, don't you? Or maybe not. Maybe you're a tea person or maybe a soda person. There's fluids that will supply some, keep you from being dehydrated. Let's have a sip. But water is indeed the essence of life. We've taken water and we've created sodas, we've created tea, coffee, we've made drinks, flavored water, if you will, to satisfy our palate, as it were. The way our system has evolved as far as the way we handle our water, we cleanse it through our sewage plants and whatnot. It's recycled water. We've polluted our streams. We've had all this going on throughout the Industrial Revolution, and as we've moved into cities and urbanized life and so forth, to where our water doesn't taste. It's not as good for the palate as maybe it once was. It's not as refreshing, and it doesn't seem to contain the purities that you would think that some life-giving thing would have. And that always troubled me because throughout my life earlier on, I loved water. I drank more water than I drank any other fluids. Even I'd go through a McDonald's and I would say, I just want ice water. They'd look at me like, well, I got to charge you for the cup. It's like, charge me. That's what I want. That was what I did. I think that in the long term in my life, I think that was very beneficial. Because at 68, I've never been to the hospital. I'm not on any prescription drugs. I'm healthy. I'm vibrant. I'm alive. And I think that those habits, and especially with that absolute focus on quenching my thirst with water, probably made a difference in my health and in where I stand as far as that's concerned, being able to not depend on big pharma and the medical institutions. But then as we progressed as a society, I, like many others, kind of deviated from the water. The water just didn't taste as good. Something was different with the water. It just wasn't right. I became addicted to teas and sodas and whatnot. I did not get dehydrated, but it just wasn't the same. Well, that changed recently when I discovered in New Market, Tennessee, Houston's mineral water. Now, you don't get it in this container here. I'm going to explain this to you. There is at the story, if you paid any attention to it, and I encourage you to look it up and not just take my version of the story here. It's well documented on the internet. You can easily find it. I can give it to you very quickly, an abbreviated form that a man by the name of William Avery Houston, he was known as W.A. Houston, he owned a general store in New Market. And in 1931, at the age of 49 years of age, he became seriously ill with kidney stones. And it was to the extent that even though he would look for the best doctors around. It wasn't far from Nashville and so forth. They told him, it's like, there's nothing we can do for you. That ultimately this is going to kill you. You've got unlimited time left on this planet. They pretty much gave him the death sentence. He went home, he gathered his family around him and prepared them, saying that I'm going to die. You're going to take over this family general store, and you need to prepare yourselves for this. And so he set himself up for that. Well, not long after that, and just literally according to the story, a few nights later, he had a dream. Living on his property there, New Market, in his home, which was next to the general store. He had a dream, and he heard a voice in this dream that directed him. First of all, it was an angel talking to him through his dream, and it instructed him to go out on his property and dig a well. It told him specifically where on this property to dig this well, and the depth to dig it, which is 252 feet. So the next day he gets up, he hires some people, and the angel told him, said, if you drink this water, your medical issue is going to be resolved. The doctors will be proven wrong, and you will survive this. So he had nothing to lose. He hired a crew to go out, start digging a well. They start digging. They reached down a certain point. They hit water. He said, that's not deep enough. The angel told me 252 feet. Dig further. So they went further. They found water again. It still wasn't deep enough. The third time, he said, deeper. 252 feet is what I was told, and that's where you're going to go. Exactly at 252 feet, this water was found. And it was a phenomenal tasting water. It just was really something. Crystal clear. So he started drinking it. He got better. He went back to work. He survived until late into life, and he didn't die of this kidney disease. He died by hitting his head on an instrument while working on his land. 71 years of age versus in his 40s. He did die in 1953. As this water, he gave it freely to the community. Drink this water. This is great. This is healing me. It's making me feel better. And the community got onto that. And to this day, people still go to this spring, to this pump. They installed a pump there, and they collect this water. And people believe in it. People tell stories. I've been there, and people line up to get this water. All they ask is a 50%, it's an honor system, 50 cent. They got a box there. You put your 50 cents in for every gallon you take. And they just want to limit it. They want to make sure there's plenty of water. And the reason they collect this money is because they do have to repair and maintain this pump and the little house they put it in. The stories are awesome. Mr. Houston's story is awesome. And all I can tell you is the water's awesome. If it encourages you, if it doesn't, and it's been tested. It's not untested. They've done tests on this water, the minerals, and they call it mineral water. Now they will not ship it. They say that legally they can't. I don't understand that exactly because I've investigated, and you can ship water. I think it has something to do with maybe the way they're legally set up as a legal entity or whatever. So it's there for collection. But if you can't get to New Market, Tennessee to collect this, you can't get it. So for fundraising purposes for our church, the First Spiritualist Church of Alabama, which can be found at www.fscofal.org, we do not sell water. I make that perfectly clear. We collect this mineral water, this what I would call holy water. We put it in containers and we ship it, and we accept donations for the service of getting the water to you. So we're not in any way selling Houston's mineral water. We're making Houston's mineral water available to people that otherwise could not get it. If you can get to New Market, go. Get it yourself. If you can't get to New Market, we're making it available to you. Why they do not ship it or sell it, whatever, again, we're not selling the water. This container costs us money. The money to go collect it. I don't live in New Market, Tennessee. We don't live in New Market, Tennessee. So as a process of helping people and getting them back to drinking good, pure mineral water, whether it has true benefits as healing properties or not, if it encourages you to hydrate better, to drink more water, it's worthy of our efforts, I hope. So this can be found. You can contact us at 888-501-6689. It's part of our ministry. And no, we are not selling the water. We're wanting to be compensated for our collecting it, for our bottling it, and for getting it to you. So if you can make it to New Market, Tennessee, look it up. Houston's Mineral Water. Please go. Get it yourself. Give them the 50 cents. We are overpaying them. When we go collect water, we put more than just 50 cents a gallon in their little box because we feel it's worth it. And we want to get this to you, wherever you are. We want to be able to share this with you. You'll get hooked on this because it's that good. You will never, in my opinion, in my experience, have tasted a better tasting water. This crystal clear, pure, tested water. This is not some untested spring out in the middle of the wilderness. This is tested water. It's been gone through. And there are people that claim that it has great healing properties. In fact, the very man that started this, Mr. Houston, W.A. Houston, certainly credited his health and his recovery from his kidney issues to this water. Through a divine direction, angelic direction, according to Mr. Houston, he was led to this 252 feet down on his property. That is the story. I'm sold on it. I believe in it. I drink it daily. It's worthy of your attention, I believe. Water is the essence of life. Peace, love, and prosperity.